Well, thank you very much. It's my great honor to have the very popular, and by the way, great athlete, one of the greatest, but very popular Prime Minister of Pakistan. We have many things to discuss, military and terrorism and trade, and I think we're going to spend a lot of time talking about trade because we do very little trade with Pakistan compared to what we could be doing and should be doing when our countries really get along perfectly, and I think we're having that start. We're going to have that start. But there's tremendous upside with respect to trade. One of the things we're going to be discussing too is hostages, perhaps the polio vaccine, because Pakistan is one of the countries, and we'll talk about that as to what your feeling is on that. But we have a situation in Pakistan where we want to talk about the polio or the possible polio vaccine. And I think we're going to have great meetings. We're going to be spending a long time together. We have our representatives meeting right after we're finished, and we just came out, Mr. Prime Minister, with tremendous economic numbers for the United States, the best we've ever had. We have the best economy we've ever had, and I think we can shift some of that over to Pakistan. We should be doing tremendous business together, so I look forward to it.
Inshallah.
And it is an honor to have you with us. Thank you very much. I will say that we have a very good relationship with India. I know that your relationship is strained a little bit, maybe a lot, but we will be talking about India, a very big part of our conversation today, and I think maybe if we can help intercede, do whatever we have to do, but I think it's something that can be brought back together. We'll see what happens, but we will be talking about India and Afghanistan, very much so.
Are you going to restore any package for Pakistan?
So we are going to, that's right, we were paying $1.3 billion to Pakistan as aid, working out for many years. The problem was Pakistan, this is before you, Pakistan was not doing anything for us. They were really, I think, subversive. They were going against us. And this is something we'll be I ended that about a year and a half ago, the $1.3 billion. If we wanted to be soldiers, it would be over in 10 days, 1 week to 10 days if we wanted to. I don't think Pakistan would ever do a thing like that, right?
Definitely not.
Pakistan never lies.
Definitely not.
But Iran does, unfortunately. So, but no, I think Pakistan could have done a lot, but they chose not to. And that's because they did not respect U.S. leadership.
There is another security threat in South Asia, and that is Kashmir dispute unresolved by the United Nations and even by the U.S., who voted in support of that resolution in the U.S. Now, are you going to make any kind of submission and intervention of President Trump? And the same question to Mr. President Trump. Is he going to play any role in that?
Okay, he's got it.
I've got a question. I will be asking President Trump. It's the most powerful country in the world, the United States. It can play the most important role in bringing peace in the subcontinent. There are over a billion and a quarter people in the subcontinent. They are held hostage to the issue of Kashmir, and I feel that only the most powerful state, headed by President Trump, can bring the two countries together. From my point, I can tell you, we have tried our best. We've made all overtures to India to start dialogue, resolve our differences through dialogue. But unfortunately, we haven't made headways as yet. But I'm hoping that President Trump would push this process.
So I was with Prime Minister Modi 2 weeks ago, and we talked about this subject. And he actually said, "Would you like to be a mediator or arbitrator?" I said, "Where?" He said, "Kashmir," because this has been going on for many, many years. I was surprised at how long it's been going on.
70 years.
I think they'd like to see it resolved, and I think you'd like to see it resolved. And if I can help, I would love to be a mediator. It shouldn't be, I mean, it's impossible to believe two incredible countries that are very, very smart, with very smart leadership, can't solve a problem like that. But if you would want me to mediate or arbitrate, I would be willing to do that.
President, I can tell you that right now, you will have the prayers of over 1 billion people if you can mediate and resolve this issue.
It should be resolved. So, but he asked me the same thing, so I think there's something. So maybe we'll speak to him, or I'll speak to him, and we'll see if we can do something.
Mr. President, even
because I've heard so much about Kashmir.
Yes.
Such a beautiful name. It's supposed to be such a beautiful part of the world, but right now there's just bombs all over the place. They say everywhere you go you have bombs, and it's a terrible situation. Been going on for many years. If I can do anything to help that, let me know.
Pakistan, one of the provinces of Pakistan, Balochistan, where India is sending non-state actors to destabilize them, and the people from there are going to Europe and other places, and they're getting refuge, getting asylum in India, which is actually an indication that India is helping those non-state actors to infiltrate in Pakistan, and they created a. And one of the guys Pakistan is holding, which was the leading the network. So, do you think that the U.S. will be playing a role in stopping India to,
I think I can very well. I have a very good relationship with Prime Minister Modi, and I think we're going to have a phenomenal relationship with the Prime Minister of Pakistan. I do think that it's a two-way street. You say India's coming in and destabilizing Pakistan, but India's saying that Pakistan's coming in and destabilizing. So there's a lot of room right there where we could meet. I think we could meet.